బీబీజీ మీ నిజమైన సంపద.
Powered by Krishna Pradeep, 21st Century IAS, India by Partner of Havija.
Now, అందరు చప్పట్లతో గట్టిగా నిలబడి మీరు చప్పట్లతో పిలుద్దాం. ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్పీకర్, ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ట్రైనర్, కార్పొరేట్ ట్రైనర్, extraordinary speaker, JVC Sreeram. 1 2 1 2 3.
Thank you, my dear friend Gampa. Good evening, my dear friends. It's almost been a year and a half since I addressed an impact. For some reasons or other, due to my non-availability, I have not been able to, and it's a pleasure to address here at one of the most prestigious institutions of NIT Warangal. Today, as I stand here after listening to Mr. Lakshminarayan Garu's speech, I understand and realize that there is a huge technological advancement which we have gone through. The whole world has seen an humongous development and evolution of technological advancements. We are on the verge, or we are on the cusp of something phenomenal in terms of going towards innovation. Everything has changed. Technology has changed. Technology 2017 is different from technology of 1980. Today, WhatsApp. We live in a world of WhatsApp, Facebook, social media. Somebody was speaking about complaints I have to complain about the quality of the fruits, and immediately it poured that we can go viral. So everything has changed. But unfortunately, while many of the things around me has changed, the human being has not changed. Technology 2017 moving towards 2020, we might have a mobile phone on the palm. We might not even have a mobile phone 3 years from now as a separate device. Everything will be wired. So as a result of which, everything around me has changed. But what is that which has changed within me? Nothing much. The negativity with which we spoke in this country in 1980 and the negativity with which we speak today, in fact, negativity has only increased. I see social media as a tool today to spread hatred, to spread negativity. There is, unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell you, you have heard a lot of things about positive things in the last 2 days in impact. You might have had people coming and motivating you, but let's face the reality. How many times do you feel negative, think negative in your day? Do you know how many thoughts you have as a human being? Has any one of you asked this question? How many thoughts does an average human being have on a day? Have any one of you thought about it? 60,000 thoughts is what we have on a daily basis. 60,000 thoughts. Out of which 96% of thoughts are repetitive. Mr. Lakshminarayan spoke about brain analysis. Taking that analysis a little further, 60,000 thoughts come to you. What food I should have, which movie I should go, which actress is good, who's looking smart, whom should I propose. These are thoughts. Likewise, there are 60,000 thoughts, of which 96% are repetitive, and of that 96%, over 90% of them are negative. This is not what I am saying. This is researchers are saying. In fact, man of yesteryear had lesser thoughts. He was not bombarded with thoughts. He was calm, he was serene. Today, as a human being, most of you sitting in this room cannot close your eyes for 2 minutes. You cannot close your eyes for 2 minutes. Forget about you not having thoughts for 2 minutes. You cannot even close your eyes. Some fear will come inside. What's going to happen? Why? With so much of negativity, you open an app. Today you have newspaper apps. I know pretty well. Some of you, many of you don't even read newspapers. You know, you have Enadu app, you have Times of India app, you have NDTV app, you have the Hindu app. News is available on fingertips. Open any app. Open any newspaper. Switch on a television channel in the evening, 8 o'clock, primetime news. What you hear, what you see, what you feel, you and me are bombarded with negativity in this world. When there's so much of negativity surrounding you and me, no wonder I find a 9th standard student getting 9.1 out of 10 in Nellore. I'm not talking about something happening in Nagaland or something happening in New York. I'm talking about something happening in our neighboring state, in the same Telugu speaking state. A 9th standard going student who has scored 9.1 out of 10, which to me was, like say my cousin was asking me when I was coming to Warangal. She asked me, did you not get a seat in NIT? Because I'm also a computer engineer. I said, I went to the auditorium and I stood there, sat there in Tiruchirappalli, because I come from Tamil Nadu, thinking that I will get a seat. I never got. And she asked me how much you got. I got 93.5 with 3 months studies, and was so said with a lot of pride. Because you get 90%, it's a big prideful thing. This young boy, 9th standard student, 14-year-old, scoring 9.1 out of 10, I would have probably celebrated. This boy heard so much negative from his people surrounding him that early morning, and recently, I'm not talking about 20 years back, this academic year which concluded in April 2017, the boy walked into the railway track, being ran over by a train, smashed into pieces, and gave up his life. Do we have to live in this kind of the world, my dear friend? What selfie, 5,000 Facebook friends, Instagram, social media, WhatsApp. Children are not happy. Students are not happy. Parents are not happy. 9.91%. If your son comes and gets, you will not say, good. Only 91? How will you get medical college seat? How will you get engineering college seat? What uses of that engineering college seat? What uses of that medical college seat when there is no happiness in life? What is more important? Success will come. Success will never come to that person who is not happy. First, happiness has to enter, and then success has to enter. Life must be a celebration. Life is not something one to be mournful of. Is there anybody sitting in this room who wishes for a terrible life? Any one of you, please raise your hands. Would you like a life filled with sorrows, unhappiness, hatred, jealousy, anger? Do you want that kind of a life? Any one of you? I don't know what others spoke in Impact in the last 3 days, but my speech is not to your mind, is not to your brain, is not to your information, is not to your library. It's straight down to your heart. It's straight down to your heart. My words can be arrows, but that is not to pierce your heart, but to question your heart. Is there anybody? Tell me, any one of you sitting here, would you wake up in the morning, open your eyes, or even before you open your eyes, are you going to start your day like this? Today is going to be a terrible day. I'm going to cry. I'm going to make 100 people cry. I will shout on everybody. I will make this day the worst day for everyone. Do you start the day like that? Any one of you? But why do you end up living the day like that? Why do you make people cry? Why are you filled with so much of anger? Burning desire is not there. Burning anger is there in people. Burning jealousy is there. Epitome of jealousy, epitome of anger. But Sreeram, why and how? I'm coming to it now. How do I build a firewall around myself to live a life of awesomeness and not carried by this negative emotion? That's going to be the crux of my speech today. If you're expecting something on success, sorry. Today is not a speech for success. Because I understand if a human being is going to be positive, he is going to be happy, then there is a scope for him to be a success. What is the use of billions of dollars, earning billions of dollars, but you can't be happy in life? You can't even enjoy a moment in your life. So, with so much of negativity around me, I can see, I can feel. I'm supposed to be an inspirational speaker, keynote speaker, traveling to different places. But even now, the firewall gets pierced sometimes. I'm going to speak about 5 things. If you keep doing on a daily basis, you can bring awesomeness into your life. I'm committed towards creating this awesomeness. What is this awesomeness? How do I bring that awesomeness into my life? And not only do I bring awesomeness into my life, not only do I bring my awesomeness into my life, how do I bring the awesomeness into the lives of so many people? The first thing, the quality of your life depends upon the quality of your communication. And the quality of your communication is not to the world outside, the quality of your communication to your within, to your mind and heart. Because I spoke about there are 60,000 thoughts in this, a person gets in this world in a day, and 96% of them are repetitive, which means 57,600 thoughts are repetitive. And those repetitive thoughts are innumerably and invariably negative thoughts. So, if I have to change myself, I have to change what goes into my mind. And what goes into my mind goes through me, from me, with me. Number 1. Number 2, whether I like it or not, the world influences me. If I want to know about you, if I want to know about your character, I should just know who is your closest friend, who you are with, the communication you have with the world. Number 3, I will get everything I want from life if I can help enough other people to get what they want from life. The moment I'm a giver, the moment I have to give to the world, I have to first have it. So if I decide to give awesomeness to the world, first I need to have that awesomeness. Number 4, for a man with a jaundice, everything looks yellow. For a man with jaundice, everything looks yellow. So as a result of which, if my spectacles are bad, I'm going to see only bad things in this world. If my spectacles are good, I'm going to see the good things in the world. How do I change my spectacle? Number 5, I'll elaborate a little bit on each one of them. Number 5, birth was not your choice. Forget about birth. Who your dad was, who your mom was, who your brother should be, where you are supposed to be born, which town you are supposed to be born, which country, which caste, which tribe, which religion, nothing was your choice. Nothing was your choice. The color of skin was not your choice. The color of your hair was not your choice. The texture of your hair was not your choice. Forget about birth. How tall you should be was not your choice. How weight you should be, how much weight you should be, it was not your choice. And death will not be your choice. Life, many things are not choice. Yeah, one choice you have, all of you have, is to choose your life partner, husband or wife. That you make a wrong choice. 90% make a wrong choice. And the other one you have a choice is your attitude is the only choice you have. You don't have any other choice. If I have to script awesomeness into my life, number one, my communication with me. Number two, my communication to the world. Number three, I shall give first before I receive. Number four, I got to change my spectacles. For a man with jaundice, everything looks yellow. Number five, attitude is my choice. Nothing else is my choice. Now let's play a game. I started off in a very negative manner. In fact, some people get annoyed with me. Sreeram, why do you start with so much of negativity? In fact, I didn't start with so much of negativity today because I don't believe that. See, it's like this, my dear friend. I have a 1 liter container. I put 10 ml of poison into it. I put how much? 10 ml poison into it. The remaining 990 ml, I put milk, honey, and all the good things. And I give you. Will you drink it? Unless otherwise I remove the 10 ml of poison, there is no point in adding milk or anything. Today in this world, a lot of people saying, no, when you have a negative thought, now replace it with a lot of positive thoughts. No, first that negative thought has to be removed. If the poison is not removed, adding milk and honey to it is not going to make any big difference. You're going to die. 10 ml of poison is enough. That's why people are good. But the 10 ml of poison is there. And it's killing them. And they don't know. Negativity, complaints, killing. So that's why I started off. So now we will play a game. Okay, I want everybody to be a participant in this game. I will ask you, how are you? And I will give you the answer also. And you have to repeat it. Repeat it with the same voice modulation as I am speaking. Is that clear? Is the game clear? Let's play a game. Good. Nothing. I'm not going to make you run away or anything. We're going to sit there. Just listen and repeat. First, I will ask you, how are you? And you will say, shit. How are you? How are you? Repeat. Follow me carefully. I will ask you, how are you? Now you will say, very bad. How are you? How are you? Okay. Now I will ask you, how are you? You will say, pulling on. What will you say? Pulling on. Pulling on means something. Pulling on in life. How are you? How are you? Okay. Now I will ask you, how are you? You will say, ऊपर आसमान, नीचे जमीन, बीच में जिंदगी चल रहा है. I will repeat it. ऊपर आसमान, नीचे जमीन, बीच में जिंदगी चल रहा है. With the body language and voice modulation. I don't want without anything. Okay. ऊपर आसमान, नीचे जमीन, बीच में जिंदगी चल रहा है. How are you? Louder. How are you? Okay, very good. 5. I will ask you, how are you? So. Your answer will be so. How are you? How are you? Number 6. I will ask you, how are you? You will say, not bad. Not bad. You understand the body language, the modulation, all these are very essential things. How are you? How are you? Okay. Number 7. I will ask you, how are you? You will say, fine. How are you? How are you? Now I'll ask you, how are you? You will say, great. How are you? How are you? Number 9, I'll ask you, how are you? And you'll say, top of the world. You will say what? Top of the world. How are you? How are you? Number 10, I will ask you, how are you? And you will tell me, awesome. How are you? Awesome. How are you? Awesome. How are you? Awesome. Now, which one you liked? Which one? I'm not asking you. If you liked shit, pulling on, you tell. You vote yourself. Upar, asman, niche, zameen, beach mein zindagi chal raha hai. That is what I liked. Shit is what I liked. Whatever you liked, you tell. Which one you liked? Which one you liked? How did you feel when you say awesome? Did you feel awesome when you said awesome? Did you feel? Trust me, my dear friends. If you want to bring about the first change in your life, internal, more than awesome being heard by others. When Gampa asks me, how are you? When I say awesome, my ears are closer to my mouth than Gampa Garu's ears. Isn't it? I hear that first. When Gampa asks me, how are you, Sreeram? Awesome. I hear that first. That's a bloody communication to my own mind and heart. So starting today, if you want to script an awesome life, if you want a life to be awesome, if you don't want to be that one person who is going to be affected by the negative emotions and the negative propaganda of the world, starting today, when somebody asks you, how are you? Tell them, watch. Tell them, watch. I'm sure not all of you will say. But even one says, that is enough. The problem with all of us is that, the problem with many consultants and coaches and speakers is that they expect everybody to get transformed. Everybody will not. That is the greatest lesson Lord Krishna is telling you. If Lord Krishna wanted to avoid Kurukshetra war, he could have called the entire Kauravas, he would have called the entire Pandavas and gave Bhagavad Gita to everybody. He knew waste of time. He knew waste of effort. He picked up that one guy, okay, you come. You come, I tell you, he will get transformed. But unfortunately, I don't have that capability to spot that Arjuna amongst these hundreds of people here. So I am hoping one Arjuna will be there who will take it. Which Arjuna we don't know. But Sreeram, my life is not awesome. I am born in a poor family. I don't have money. I came to Impact because it was free. I don't have a job. I don't have great marks. I can't speak English. I don't have a girlfriend. I live in a small house. And you're asking me to say awesome? Yes. My dear friend, let me go back to my own life. Because I really believe, I don't speak from internet. I don't speak from books. I want you to read books, but these days I rarely read books. My book is my own thoughts, my own mind, my own contemplation, my own life, my experiences. I look back at my life and I speak. I don't speak from internet. I don't speak from books. I speak from here. 1993, I got a job. 1,600 rupees salary, 250 rupees conveyance, salesman's job, sales executive. It was called designation was good, business development executive. But what do you have to do? You have to do sales. 1994, February 1994, my boss wanted to become a trainer. He wanted to experiment with people. Today he's a great spiritualist. Today he's my faith. He's my mentor, guru, whatever you can call. But that time he wanted to become a trainer and he wanted some participants. So he is the CEO of the company. So the CEO of the company, when he says, I want all of you to get trained. Okay? So I'm going to conduct a training program for 14 days, for 7 weeks. 7 weeks into 2 days. So I want all of you to attend. Later on only we came to know he was experimenting with us. It was a laboratory. And he said 900 rupees. And I told Rajan, I don't have so much money. He said, no problem. You give it to me 200 in 5 months. That is also okay. 200 into 4 months and 100 1 month. I said, okay, that's okay. Let me also learn something. So we were there. It was public speaking, personality development. These are things which I have not heard before. I studied in a rural engineering college. Second day of the session. And this man used to jump around and take the session. He said, guys, from starting now, if I ask you how are you, you got to say top of the world. Huh? You got to say top of the world. If you don't say top of the world, and if I call you at any point of time and ask you, and you didn't say top of the world, 250 rupees fine. I said, what top of the world? I am at the bottom of the world, 1,600 rupees salary. So this happened on a Saturday afternoon. Monday morning, I as usual walked into the office. Hey, Sreeram, how are you? Fine, Rajan. Because that's what his habit is. For years together, 20 years, you've been telling fine. Suddenly top of the world will not come. He said, 250 fine. He noted down. So, gone. He said, next class you have to bring 250. Wednesday morning I went into the class. Wednesdays and Saturdays will be the session. He said, where is the money? I said, I don't have money. I'll give it to you next week. Next Wednesday I'll give you. He said, okay. Then 2 more times he asked me, how are you? Top of the world. Not told. So now the fine has mounted up to 750. Course fee is 900. Fine is now 750. Now I could not tolerate this anymore. So on a Monday morning, next Monday, I walked up to Rajan's cabin, who was my CEO, sat there and told him, Rajan, allow me to please drop out from the course. I don't want to be in this course anymore. Because I don't feel top of the world. I feel actually on the bottom of the world. Nothing is going right in my life. And on top of it, you're asking me to lie. I'm lying. Every time I'm saying, top of the world. Actually, inside I'm saying, Kharab life. But outside, top of the world. This is what I said. What is the point in lying? Already I've been a liar all my life. And again, one more lie. Consciously, knowingly I'm lying. I don't want to. Rajan said, you can drop out from the course, no problem. I said, okay. But he said, before you decide to drop out from the course, I can tell you, my dear friends, those 15 minutes were the turning point of my life. If today I'm standing in this impact and speaking to you as an international keynote speaker, as a global entrepreneur, as somebody who owns companies in different parts of the world, speaking to people, the base of it was sown on those 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, there was a transformation, which was not a very genuine transformation, but the journey started. The process started. He took me to the parking lot. He told Sreeram, tell me, why do you want to drop out from the course? Why are you not feeling top of the world? I immediately said, this is honest words, and I remember saying this in a place called 7 Crescent Park Street, number 7 Crescent Park Street, T Nagar, Chennai, on the parking area. I told Rajan, I don't have to tell you, You know what my salary is? I get 1,600 rupees salary, 250 as conveyance. The last week of every month, I have to borrow money for my food. I have to travel in public transport. And then I went on to add, I have 3 pairs of shirts and I have 2 pairs of trousers. Everybody in the office knows Monday I wear the shirt and that gets washed on Monday night, and Wednesday I wear the same shirt, Friday I wear the same shirt. Same is the case with the pant, and I have 1 t-shirt and 1 casual pant for a Saturday, Sunday. That's my life. I'm not a success. I'm neither an academic success nor a professional success. I've not been able to sell. I've not earned my incentives. Forget about anything else. I can't even maintain a girlfriend. Forget about having a girlfriend. Because if you have a girlfriend, at least you have to take her to the beach and buy her a pani puri. There is no money for my pani puri. Where is the question of getting pani puri to a girlfriend? I can't afford a girlfriend. Okay. And I don't see anything. I don't see where my life is heading towards. I don't have any goal in my life as a 21-year-old, 22-year-old. And on top of it, you are asking me to say top of the world. What top of the world, Rajan? Rajan, listen to me. He said, Sreeram, can I summarize your life in 1 line? I said, go ahead. He said, I understand from what I hear from you, nothing is going right in your life, isn't it? Yes, nothing is going right in my life. He looked into my eyes and said, even if everything is going wrong in your life, the only way you can set your life is right is you go right. When everything is going wrong and you also go wrong, everything is going wrong. But when everything is going wrong, but you decide to get it right, you are giving a chance for yourself to get things right. Sreeram, if you have little faith, please go ahead. And he then looked into my eyes and said, if you have as much faith in you as much as I have in you, you will go places beyond what even you have dreamt of. But starting point of that is, when you say top of the world, and today I say, when you say awesome, it is not that your life is going awesome. When I say top of the world, I'm not asking you to say top of the world because your life is on top of the world. I'm saying, when you say top of the world, when you say awesome, you say, I am top of every problem that I'm facing in this world, and because I'm on top of the problem, I will solve that problem. When I say I'm awesome, it doesn't mean that everything awesome is happening in my life, but my life may not be awesome, but I am on my way to script an awesome life. That is an auto-suggestion you are giving to your mind. It is not a publicity to the world that you are awesome. It is a publicity and communication to your subconscious mind that you are scripting an awesome life. Simple. Very simple. So I said, I've trusted so many people. Why don't I trust this man? What's pretty wrong in it? He then gave me a big lecture. I don't want to repeat it here. He said, top of the world is a state of mind. It is a state of mind. It is not a state of body. I said, let me give it a chance. 94, I gave it a chance. I started saying top of the world. You cannot spot me any point of time, anywhere, anybody asking, Sreeram, how are you? Top of the world, top of the world. It became a mantra in my life. But still, it was coming only from here. 1995 end, I'm slowly starting to become somebody in life. My salary has moved from 1,600 to 4,500. Life is slowly showing me some promise. I'm progressing. I have a goal now that I'm going to become a trainer. I'll be a speaker. But one day, it was a chance. It was absolutely a chance meeting in one of the oldest hotels in Chennai, where I happened to be with the mentor of my mentor. He's the father of Indian personality development training. He's still alive. He's my Facebook friend. Man who transformed the scene of the training space in India. Here was a man who could challenge the Nehru Gandhi family and get away when the Sanjay Gandhi and Indira Gandhi were at the prime. When he walks, he can wake up 20 dead bodies. That's the kind of personality he is. He went to US, got himself trained to train people in India and came here. His name was Aparesh Acharya. And incidentally, I happened to be there with Rajan and Aparesh Acharya. I want you to listen to this because it's an experience where I could just feel the transformation in myself. And Aparesh was telling my mentor Rajan that we should go and meet a person by Narasimhan who was their friend. I have no connection with them. That guy Narasimhan is a great speaker. And he's a speaker with a lot of enthusiasm. He will walk around and speak. He will not stand in one place and speak. He will walk around and speak. And as he was walking, his body language and all those stuff, he fell down from the dais and broke 2 bones. And he was hospitalized. He had a fracture. So these 2 people were supposed to go and meet Narasimhan. So because I was also there in the old Premier Badmini 118 NE, I was traveling and I was sitting in the front, and these 2 people, the legendary Aparesh Acharya and my mentor Rajan, were sitting in the back, and we were going to the hospital where this guy Narasimhan was. And he walked, and when he walked, actually you can feel the sound, that's a kind of roaring personality, Aparesh Acharya. And there was Narasimhan, who was lying down on the bed. And he kept his hands on the bed. You know that bed handle? And Narasimhan was lying down. He looked at Narasimhan and asked, "Hey, Narasimhan, how are you, man?" Narasimhan with his, not well, fractured. "I'm fine, Aparesh, getting better now, painful." Immediately Aparesh looked at him and shouted at him literally, "Hey, say top of the world, man. You've broken only 2 bones. 204 bones are working well, right? Say top of the world." Narasimhan's wife immediately came and said, "Aparesh, why are you torturing him at this point also, shouting at him?" Aparesh said, "No. If 204 bones have been broken, he can afford to cry. 2 bones have broken. 204 is working fine. This is the time to say, top of the world." And when we are coming back, in the car, Aparesh was telling Rajan, and I could listen. I was a young boy. I didn't even have great aspirations at that point of time. Neither I had values nor convictions. Aparesh said, in a country like India where everything is going wrong, the only scope we have is that the people have to get their emotions right. Even if we go wrong, when everything is going wrong, we are allowing everything to go wrong. And then he made a statement. This is the life of everybody. For every single individual in this country. For some of them, 2 bones are broken. For some of them, 3 bones are broken. For some of them, 10 bones are broken. But for nobody, 205 bones are broken. Or 206 bones are broken. For the bones which are working, why don't we be happy about it and look at life and getting those bones right later? And he went on to add, 90% of everyone's life is going right. 10% of everyone's life is going wrong. We are looking at that bloody 10% and saying, "Oh, shit, terrible." Not looking at that 90% and celebrating and saying, life is awesome. I am on top of the world. Look into your own life, my dear friends. 90% of your life is going right. 10% of your life is not going right. Are you going to look at that 10% and cry that life is terrible? Or are you going to look at that 90% which is going right and say, life is awesome. I am on top of the world. If you look at this, that 10% will also come here. But some other 10% will come. Think about it. When you were a student, when you completed your graduation, your 10% was, I have not got a job. You got a job. The next 10% was, boss is not okay. Boss got okay. And you were 25, 26. The 10% was, I'm in love with a girl, but my family is not allowing me to get married. You got married. The next 10% is, baby not coming. Baby has come. Now the 10% is, the baby is not sleeping in the night and it is crying. Think about it. The baby has stopped crying and has started sleeping, but now I want to get a seat in Delhi public school, 2 lakhs. The 10% will always remain till you go to the grave. Do you want to go to the grave with a 10% crying, or you want to celebrate life in such a manner where even when you go to the grave it should be a celebration? The deer was a man who lived a life of an awesomeness. Your life may not be awesome today. My life was not awesome in 1994, but my life turned awesome. For a man who did not know how to speak, could roar like a lion in the next 4 years. I can give a run to any great speaker in this world today because in those 4 years, I became what I became. And that was because of that top of the world. So my dear friend, first, ensure that when somebody is going to ask you, how are you, what's going to be a reply? What's going to be a reply? And that awesome, I can understand, some of you have stayed back here because I know we are on the fag end of impact at Warangal. So let me also try to close as quickly as possible. The thing very important is that these 3 days can either be these awesome. Do you agree that 3 days of impact was awesome? Was it awesome? Awesome? Say awesome. How was it? It can stay as a memory in your life, or it can become a way of your life. What is it you want it to become? You can say 3 days, 12, 13, 14, right? 11, 12, 13, August 2017. Great memories, no use. 11, 12, 13, the seed was awesomeness. Seed of awesomeness was sown into me, and I will stay awesome forever. Now, you are a candidate for top of the world. The moment you say top of the world, the moment you say awesome, your life begins to become awesome. Life will test you. It tested me too. It took me to the heights in 1998, 99, 2000, and from the height it threw me out. It down to the nadar, because life will test you. And even in the worst of my times, I've always said one thing: how are you? Top of the world. Awesome. Because God has not created me to live a life of a mediocre. God has not created me to live a life of unhappiness. God has not created me to live a life of hatred. God has not created me to live a life of jealousy. God created this whole world out of one energy, that was love. God created this whole world to be blissful. God created this whole world to be peaceful, blissful, peaceful, loving, successful. All this, the beginning of it is awesomeness. Let's live a life of awesomeness. How are you? How are you? You say awesome. I would always say top of the world. Let's script awesomeness into our life. Let's create a world of awesomeness. Thank you so much. Wishing you an awesome life. Loving you.
Thank you, Sreeram. Thank you very much. How was session? How is session? Very good. నిన్న నేను నేర్చుకోలేదు కానీ వాళ్ళు నేర్చుకున్నారు. చాలా అద్భుతంగా ఉంది క్లాస్. సో మనం స్లోగా ఇంగ్లీష్కి వస్తున్నాం. ఇంకా 3 రోజుల తర్వాత ఇంగ్లీష్ నేర్చుకోవడం చాలా ఈజీ. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పిన మాట్లాడుతుంటే అసలు ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడుతుందా? మన ఇంట్లో మనిషి మాట్లాడినట్టే ఉంది. అది మనసులో నుంచి వచ్చిన భాష. మనసులో నుంచి వచ్చింది అది లాంగ్వేజ్. సో లెర్న్. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ గార్లపాటి శ్రీనివాస్ గారు and all the organizers and all the trainers and the speakers, please come on stage. Please to felicitate our Sreeram garu. Please come on. He is the main person organizing here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sreeram. Thank you. So nice of you. యాక్చువల్గా శ్రీరామ్ గారిది మార్నింగ్ ఏ సెషన్ ఉండే, నాన్ స్టాప్ ట్రాఫిక్ జామ్ రైనింగ్తోని లేట్ రావడంతో ఇట్లా జరిగింది, లేదంటే బిఫోర్ లంచ్ అయిపోయేది సార్ సెషన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ శ్రీరామ్. ఐ హోప్ టు సీ యూ ఇన్ నెల్లూరు. ఇంపాక్ట్ నెల్లూరు. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ కంట్రీ డెఫినెట్లీ ఎస్. నెలకు 15 రోజులు బయట దేశంలో ఉంటాడు శ్రీరామ్ గారు. కూర్చోండి. బస్ నంబర్ శ్రీరామ్, కెన్ యూ షేర్ యువర్ నంబర్, ఎనీథింగ్ లైక్ దట్? శ్రీరామ్ నంబర్ మొబైల్ నంబర్
98490 45159 490 98490 45159.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్రీరామ్. भारत माता के, भारत माता के, भारत युवा शक्ति के.